What is AI? It is typically defined as a machine that exhibits complex processes that can be compared to human thought. Some examples of it are Kit from Knight Rider, IBM's supercomputer and Jeopardy champion Watson, and yes, even Siri is a form of AI. Most popularly, many forms of it have been seen across science fiction.
Go that way. You'll be malfunctioning within a day, you nearsighted scrap pile.
The Star Wars saga presents a wide variety of AI. R2D2 and C3PO are possibly the most popular because of their ability to save the day every time. Some droids, as they are called, are used in a very different way, that is, in the form of a ruthless army.
Ouch time.
Science fiction has presented many examples of advanced robotics and AI. All could be considered possibilities for the near and distant future. Yet, certain movies seem to have a lesson buried in the dystopian society of their setting. Terminator is another series starring Arnold Schwarzenegger that centers around a destructive AI force trying to rid the Earth of humanity. Because these movies are so popular and considered classics, they shape the way AI is viewed. Recently, AI has returned to public attention mostly because of increasing advancements being made. Two major figureheads stand at different sides of a spectrum concerning the danger posed to humanity by AI.
You've expressed your reservations about AI and your fears about that.
Yeah, I just think the singularity is probably the right word because we just don't know what's going to happen once there's intelligence substantially greater than that of a human brain.
Yeah, and do you think, because there's been a lot of sci-fi about AI, series like Humans, etc. It's entering the mainstream, entering the public discourse, that people are understanding the ethical dangers and the, I guess, physical dangers that AI could potentially pose?
I mean, most of the movies and TV featuring AI, they don't describe it in quite the way it's likely to actually take place. But I think you just have to consider, like, even in the benign scenario where AI, if AI is much smarter than a person, what do we do?
Yeah.
What is that? What job do we have?
Believe in a benevolent AI force and cross our fingers.
Yeah, just like even, but that's the benign scenario. Benign scenario, the AI can do any job that a human can, but better.
Yeah.
That's the benign scenario.
While discussing many valid and important points, Musk does not mention the positives. Zuckerberg tends to focus on the positives as his view of the subject.
Strong opinions on this. I'm really optimistic. Right? I'm an optimistic person in general. I think you can build things and the world gets better. But with AI especially, I'm really optimistic. And I think that people who are naysayers and kind of try to drum up these doomsday scenarios are I don't understand it. I think it's really negative, and in some ways I actually think it's pretty irresponsible because in the next 5 to 10 years, AI is going to deliver so many improvements in the quality of our lives. If you think about just safety and health and keeping people safe, AI is already helping us basically diagnose diseases better, match up drugs with people depending on what they're sick, so that way they can get treated better. So it's going to help a whole lot of people get treated and get better health care than would have had access to it before. If you look at self-driving cars, they're going to be safer than people driving cars. That's only a matter of time. If you're arguing against AI, then you're arguing against safer cars that aren't going to have accidents. And you're arguing against being able to better diagnose people when they're sick. And I just don't see how in good conscience of some people can do that. So I'm just much more optimistic on this in general than probably a lot of folks.
Highly respected author and physicist Michio Kaku weighs both points of view during an interview on the topic. Considering all sides, he proposes a solution to end the controversy and discusses the future.
Looking at that argument, I can't help feeling, it's the old killing robots idea, isn't it? the drone robots, the robots that you send out into the field and will kill anything in its sight.
Automatic killing machines.
Yes.
That's the danger today, but they're not self-aware. Now, automatic killing machines can recognize the human form. Pattern recognition, they can identify the human form. And if they go berserk, they are just killing machines that'll kill humans indiscriminately.
Should we ban them?
I think there should be regulations. There should be treaties. Stephen Hawking, my colleagues, have argued against automatic killing machines that are out of control. But they're not self-aware. They're not like Arnold Schwarzenegger, who plots and schemes and connives trying to take over humanity. So that's a turning point. We do not have robots that are self-aware yet.
So this fascinating Zuckerberg Musk, I hear what you say in terms of who's right now and who's right long term, but I'm left with this feeling of who should I be listening to?
I think you should listen to both. It depends on who you are. If you're an entrepreneur, listen to Zuckerberg, because that's where the money is. If you were a long-term philosopher worrying about the fate of humanity, then of course Elon Musk is onto something. Just like the airplane, the bow and arrow, the hammer, all these inventions were first invented for domestic and for good purposes. Later, we found out we could use airplanes and bows and arrows for war as well as for good. And it's a question of balancing the two.
There's an inevitability that we will use these things for evil deeds.
Unfortunately, every weapon that has ever been invented has been used in warfare. And so, yeah, we have to worry about that. Long term, Elon Musk is onto something.
Due to the unknown possibilities of rapid AI progression and the future, it is necessary as well as our best interest to do as Kaku states. Treaties, ordinances, and regulations need to be placed in order to ensure a safe future. Learning about AI and having conversations about its future must happen nationwide as well as internationally. Today's AI is only a glimpse of what is to come. It is agreed on by all experts that implications in economy, workforce, and human life from AI will change everything, hopefully for the better.